Hello class! Welcome again to our science class, and we are now down to the third week of our science module, which is all about the levels of organization. So last time, we discussed about the microscope, its parts and functions. So alam ko na maliwanag na sa inyo kung saan natin ginagamit ang microscope at kung ano-ano yung mga function ng different parts niya. So ngayon naman, makinig kayo. What are the levels of organization, because that is our topic for today. So tara, makinig ulit kayo para masagutan niyo ulit ang mga learning tasks sa ating module. Okay, so this picture shows the different levels of organization, starting from the smallest up to the biggest one. So kung mapapansin nyo dito, siya ay naka-level. So mula sa pinakamaliit, which is the atom, hanggang sa pinakamalaki, which is the biosphere. So today, we will now dig into their definition at kung ano-ano ba yung mga example ng iba't ibang levels of organization para mas madali nyo siyang maintindihan. So first, let's talk about the smallest unit of matter, which is atom. So atom is the smallest unit of matter, as I have mentioned, at alam ko na during your elementary days sa science class nyo ay na-define nyo na ng mabuti ang atom. Next to atom, we have molecules. So molecules is a group of atoms banded together. So if you will going to differentiate the size of atom and molecules, mas malaki si molecules. Next to molecules is organelles. So when we say organelles, this is a subunit or a specialized subunit within the cell that has a specific function. So ibig sabihin, siya yung mga parts ng cell. Okay? So pag napunta na tayo sa topic natin ng cell, maiintindihan nyo kung ano-ano yung mga parts ng cell na yun. And then, let's now focus to the next one, which is cell. So, dahil may mga parts ng cell, pag pinagsama-sama yun, makakabuo siya ngayon ng cell. And cell is the smallest and basic unit of life. So, without cell, life will not exist. So, katulad natin, okay? So, tayo ay tinatawag na multicellular organism. So, ibig sabihin, we are composed of billions of cells. Hindi lang tao, pati ang plants and also animals, because this is the unit or the basic unit of life. This is where life started or exists. So, next to cell, we have, or examples of cells are red blood cells, and we also have the white blood cells. So, sa bawat part ng katawan natin ay may iba't ibang cell. So, that is example of cells. Next is tissue. So, what is tissue? Tissue is a group of distinct and similar cells that carry out a specific set of functions. So, when you group the cells, makakabuo siya ngayon ng tissue. Example ng mga tissues natin na nakikita nyo sa picture, we have skin tissues. Okay? We also have cheek tissues. Okay? Yung tissue paper, iba yun ha. So, hindi siya kabilang dito sa levels of organization natin. So, we are talking about biology. Okay? Next to tissue is organs. So, what is organ? So, it is made of two or more types of tissues that are grouped together to perform specific tasks. So, alam ko, marami kayong alam na iba't ibang example ng organ. So, ano-ano ba yon? Example of organs, we have heart. So, alam natin na ang function ng heart is to pump blood throughout the body. So, that is an organ. Okay, we also have the lungs, the kidney, the liver, the male reproductive organ, the female reproductive organ. So, lahat ng yan ay mga organ. Okay? So, skin is also a part of organs. So, lahat ng yan ay may mga specific function na ginagampanan sa katawan natin. Okay? So, organ, ang mga tissues ay pag pinagsama-sama sila, ay makakabuo sila ng tinatawag na organ. Paano pag pinagsama-sama natin ng mga organs? Anong mapubuo nila? Makakabuo sila ng tinatawag nating organ system. So, what is an organ system? It is made of two or more organs that work together as a single unit to perform a broad set of functions. So, ano yung mga example natin ng organ system? So, kung organs, meron tayong example ng heart. So, organ system, meron tayong circulatory system because they are a group of organs. Okay? Meron tayong nervous system, merong respiratory system, digestive system, skeletal system, and muscular system. So, ibig sabihin, mga pinagsama-sama silang organ para makapag-work sila ng mas maayos. Okay, so that is organ system. So they perform a specific task inside our body. Okay, paano pag pinagsama-sama mo ang organ system? So, syempre, ang mabubuo ay organism. So, tayo ay example ng organism. So, hindi lang tao. Ano-ano pa daw ba? Or ano-ano pa yung mga example ng organism? So, organism is an individual either single-celled or many-celled. So, tayo ay tinatawag na multicellular. Ibig sabihin, ang katawan natin ay binubuo ng napakaraming cell. So, ano naman yung mga single-celled? Ang mga single-celled, sila yung mga bacteria, okay? Or yung tinatawag na unicellular. So, which represents the complete framework of organ system, organs, and all other components that carry out a process of the living things. So, tayo ay tinawag na organ system kasi meron tayong complete framework. Hindi lang ng organ, meron tayong organ system, meron tayong tissue, meron tayong cell na nagpe-perform sila ng kanilang specific task. So aside from human, ang another example pa ng organism is animals. Okay, ano pa? We also have plants and of course, human beings. So these are all sets of organism. Next to organism, pag pinagsama-sama mo ang organism, okay, makakabuo tayo ng tinatawag nating population. So, what is population? So, the organism of the same kind that live in the same area. So, that is population. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung family ba natin can be considered as part of population? Yes. So, this is population. Pag pinagsama-sama mo naman ng population, makakabuo tayo ng community. So what is community? It is made up of all different populations of different species that interact and coexist in specific area. Okay, so this is an example of community. So different populations, they are interacting one another. Okay, so yung barangay, pwedeng natin yun makonsider na isang community. Okay, pag pinagsama-sama natin ang community, ang mabubuo is ecosystem. So what is ecosystem? It is made out of the living things and populations and the non-living things that they interact or work with in their environment. So in an ecosystem, we are considering not just only the living things but also non-living things. Example of ecosystem is in the picture. So mapapansin nyo dyan, merong mga living things such as the different animals, merong mga plants, and of course, merong non-living things in order for the living things to survive. Katulad ng sunlight, katulad ng water, ng rocks, ng air. Okay, so that is ecosystem. And when you group the ecosystem, nakakabuo tayo ngayon ng tinatawag nating biomes. So biomes are a group of similar ecosystem with the same type of physical environment. So these are all examples of biomes. So tropical rainforest, temperate forest, the grassland, the desert, the tundra, freshwater, the marine life. So these are all biomes. At pag lahat yan, pinagsama-sama mo, ang mabubuo is the biosphere. So ito na yung Earth kung saan tayo naninirahan. So biosphere is part of the Earth and its atmosphere that contains all ecosystem and on which living organism exist. Okay? So kung ano yung planet natin ngayon, yung planet Earth natin is what we call the biosphere. So biosphere consists of our atmosphere, the lithosphere, which is the land, and of course, the hydrosphere. So that is all, those are the levels of organization. So uulitin ko ha, levels of organization starting from the smallest up to the largest are atom, molecule, macromolecule, organelles, start with cell, tissue, organ, organ system, organism, population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. So imagine, sa napakaliit na cell tayo nagsimula, pero makakabuo pala tayo ng isang malaking planet katulad nitong planet Earth natin. So kaya siya tinawag na levels of organization dahil nagsisimula siya sa pinakamaliit para bumuo siya ng pinakamalaking components niya. So kapag ang isa dyan ay naapektuhan, madadami ang lahat. For example, sa organism, kapag ang cell natin ay hindi siya nag-function ng maayos, maaapektuhan ng tissue. Kapag hindi nag-perform ng maayos ang tissue, maaapektuhan ang organ. At pag hindi nag-function ng maayos ang organ, maaapektuhan ng organ system at ang buong organism ang magsasuffer. So that is how the levels of organization are related to one another. So kapag inalagaan natin ang pinaka-smallest levels of organization natin, ibig sabihin maganda rin yung kalalabasan niya because they are related to one another. So that is our lesson for today. So sa tingin ko, masasagutan nyo na yung mga task natin on our week 3. So good luck sa pagsasagot sa module. Bye-bye!